What role does nutrition play in gaining muscle and stuff like that? So it's actually a big part. And I heard someone say this to me, and it changed my life. Where working out starts in the kitchen. It's not, how often you exercise, you're doing the right form, how many exercises to do per set, all this, blah, blah, blah. Am I doing the correct form? Do I need to go to this gym, calisthenics, weight um, resistance, all this stuff? Should I do cardio or not? It's somewhat important, but not nearly as important as your diet. And today we're going to talk about how to have your diet if you want to gain muscle. Now, a lot of people may think it's going to be complicated. You need to eat this super strict, very restrictive, boring diet. And it's not really all that. Now, if you want to eat healthier and stuff, by all means, look that up yourself. There's a lot of different diets out there, and who knows what's actually the healthiest. But all I can give you is how to build muscle and what's the perfect diet for that. Now, as a man who doesn't have much muscle on him, I'm trying to fix that, and so this is the diet I will be adhering to too. And it's not very complicated at all. Again, all things considered, if you're not concerned about your health, obviously doesn't need to be super strict, any of that. This is what you want to do if you want to gain muscle. So what you want to do is eat at least 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So I right now am about 120 pounds, super light, one of the lightest weights I've been in a while. And so for me, I would need to eat at least 120 pounds of protein, 120 grams of protein, excuse me, every in order to put on muscle. And of course, if I'm trying to also gain weight, if I'm trying to get to, let's say, 130 pounds, I want to start eating 130 grams of protein per day. And so the same thing for you, at least 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. You do that, you should gain muscle. You also need to be in a calorie surplus, though. So it doesn't matter if you're eating 2 times your weight of grams of protein. If you're not eating in a calorie surplus, you're not going to put on that muscle. So you need to eat in a calorie surplus. How do you do this? Track your calories for the next week or two and see how much you eat a day. Let's say it's 2,500. Let's say it's 3,000. Okay. And after you get that, start eating in a surplus. So if your maintenance calories was 2,500, start eating 2,600 along with the 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, and see what works and keep going higher and higher until you're starting to gain weight or you get to the weight that you like. Um, and that's really it, honestly. It's not that hard. I know it's very unsexy and boring, but that's all you need to do really to gain muscle. Now, some things to help. Nuts are very high in calories. They're a good source of protein, and they're very easy to get down. And you eat just like a handful, and that's like 200 calories already. So that's a good tip you could have. Doing shakes. So as someone who's a hard gainer like myself, who doesn't have a high appetite and has a very fast metabolism, drinking protein shakes, putting a bunch of stuff in, blending it up, and drinking it, and getting those calories down that much quicker can help a lot. Something that is also very easy to do is add olive oil to your foods. Um, just 1 tablespoon is about 130 calories. So that's something you could just a couple foods that will help you out, especially if you're a hard gainer like myself, a very lean guy who's trying to put on muscle, trying to put on weight. And last tip I'd give you is that if you're trying to gain weight or if you're trying to lose weight, whatever weight you're going, whatever direction you're going in, you want to lose about half, or if you want to lose slash gain about half to 1 pound of weight per week, nothing more than that. If you're losing 2 pounds a week or you're gaining 1.5 pounds a week, that's a little too much, and it's probably in the form of, if you're gaining weight, it's probably fat, and if you're losing weight that quickly, it's probably a lot of water weight, and it's just not healthy. So it wants to be consistent. You don't want to be too extreme. So if you're trying to gain weight, try to gain from about a half a pound to a pound per week, no more. And then if you're trying to lose weight, you want to, again, only lose about half a pound to a pound a week. Nothing more than that, because your body is not going to adjust to it as well as it should if it's going too quickly. So those are the tips to help you out with your diet and as it pertains to gaining muscle. Appreciate it, if you stayed especially this long to the video. And I'm going to try to stick to these tips too, and hopefully we can get them gains together, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.